it's okay.
That one, I do believe his wife approved of a little bit more. It looks like this.
Look at this door. Yes.
If you guys, once you finish, if I can have you guys exit to the right, and this is the best place to take it, so you'll have the drape behind you.
Awesome.
This is where Trump was standing?
Yes, this is where Trump was standing. Right here. Vivi, this is where Trump was standing.
And so this down here is actually the pieces of the Berlin Wall that they brought back for his statue. So right here, you know, signing a Declaration of Independence. The artist who drew this, his name is escaping me, but he actually had all of his people come in to sit. They didn't look like this originally, but he wanted to make sure he recreated them as best as he could. But if we highlight up here, you know, some people's toes might be on other people's toes. As you can kind of look at the front there. You know, someone might be stepping on somebody else's toe a little bit there. You know, that's a little weird. It's a little art, a little strange. Someone also might be a little taller than they might have been in real life. You know, maybe we slipped the painter a 50 to be like, hey, can you make me a little bit bigger?
That's funny.
And so, I mean, hypothetically, but that's what, you know, a lot of people like to joke about is that, you know, there's such that political rivalry that he was like, no, I'm gonna one-up you for forever.
For forever.
And art. This is where the inauguration happened yesterday. Everybody was in here. So there's a couple different parts to it.
Wow.
Amazing. I don't think so.
So this is where Trump was standing, right here.
These are all the seats.
So, yeah, Trump came out of the, over there. This is so cool.
So there's kind of layers to the Rotunda Dome, right? So we've got all of the statues up here of presidents, minus Martin Luther King. And we also have over here the suffragettes, right? So you see green faces and you see kind of rocks behind it that's really unknown. There's theories about what that means. It might be for the first female president. It might just be to symbolize the movement and the progress that women have made in our country. So you can kind of pick and choose whatever you'd like that to be. We have 8 large pictures depicting kind of the founding of the country, like early and what's going on. And above, in the middle part, you see kind of that black and white. So that's the frieze. It starts right there with the Wright brothers and flight. And so it just goes segment by segment, doing early American history and the founding of our country. And then above we have
Oh,
the
there's-
apotheosis is Washington. And his hands, you kind of see, or opposite of him, you can see the women saying E pluribus unum out of anyone. You see 13 goddesses signifying the 13 original colonies. And then you see around them pillars of industry of like ancient Greek mythology. And you see big thinkers or mechanics of like the founding of our country.
Here in the Capitol, the baptism of Pocahontas.
So there's different
to
levels
Rebecca.
to kind of how the rotunda works. It's really cool to go kind of piece by piece. So we have the baptism of Pocahontas here, being baptized by a great man. Very special man. We've got political fights now. We got political peace. So this is where Marine One took off yesterday.
Oh, wow. Did you hear that, Vivi? This is where Marine One took off yesterday. So Biden and his wife went on the plane and they flew back home to Delaware over here.
And then if you look too, in all of the, so like these are great doors. You know, they're doors. They keep the cold out. They let us in. But these, all of these giant cast iron doors, they're around the Capitol building. If you can look at them, they all have depictions of early parts of America, really important history parts. And so the artistry and the intricacies that go into all of those is beautiful.
It's cast iron? Wow.
So we have to make I don't know how it's gonna be as impressive.
That's what they done, right? Yeah, right here.
Process seal.
And then we'll go this direction, we'll go funky ways.
This is where they walked in. Yeah.
Right. But have you guys ever heard of the cats that kind of overran the Capitol?
No.
You can see little cat ponds. or
Oh,
cat
really?
pits in there.
Oh, no, really? Oh, yeah, I see one right here. Right here, Viv.
Right there. So what's the story? Okay.
They were
You want to explain it? You can explain.
so pretty. Is that real crystal?
It is, there's over 2,000.
So pretty.
And then another tactic that the lawmakers did was they would bring in pretty women and they would have them sit in those benches over there to try to distract the other politicians.
How funny. Allegedly.
Like,
Gas lamps.
So they had to wind the clock back then, Vivi, because they didn't have
And the justices, right,
batteries
they
and
weren't
stuff.
Chief justices. So the Supreme Court has been here for 50 years. Really, kind of fundamentally.
Very cool.
And we'll do a couple highlights. So these are original for the justices.
Very interesting. This is where they debated the laws, whether they were constitutional or not.
And then these three chairs closest to us where the justices would sit are original as well. We've got chairs on it really sadly right now.
Okay. Yeah, well, you're good. It's fine.
Well, no, so underneath is actually the cornerstone of the Capitol building right there.
Oh, really?
no way. That's why you need to move that chair.
Just layout of kind of the big hitters here. And it kind of shows you just how crazy, especially like walking a whole bunch, where all you've been.
Very cool.
So the Congresswoman's office is in Longworth. We're on the 7th floor over here. And so what we were talking about a little earlier, so like lawmakers don't have to go.
Mary saw the statue and said he looked too depressed in it.
Oh.
So she had them creating the statue all over again. So this is her background.
Yeah, I can see that.
I wouldn't want
Yeah, he's nuts.
my resident Illinoisan. I don't know if Emma, is this the Mount Rushmore one, or is the other one the Mount Rushmore one?
This is the middle.
Because of the floor. So, right, when we were creating the capital of the country, they're like, what are we going to do? So they're like, well, we probably should.
Washington was meant to be.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. So our second newest statue is going to be Billy Graham. Instead of just north, south, east, and west. And the middle of DC is actually the star right here that's on the ground.
Oh, really?
This is it's the central port for DC. It's actually where we divide the entirety of the district.
Interesting. So, does, they're packing everything up now. Look at that. Right in front of the Capitol over there. We were supposed to be sitting way up there
Yeah, right over there.
on the other side, and now
Yeah.
the inauguration is canceled and everything's inside. It's gonna be in the rotunda.
Yeah. So the cold. And you guys might be wondering, it's freezing outside and the water must froze. So
Yeah, it's really gonna freeze over the next couple of
Yeah,
days. That's why it was canceled.
I kind of like this, like freezing.
We're supposed to sit right there. Right there. That's where I was supposed to sit.
I'm gonna do a selfie. Let's do a selfie.
So this statue over here is called the Ulysses Grant. And
He was a president.
yeah, he was a president, and as you can see, he's riding a horse on here. Yeah, he passed the law.
Our elected officials
Yeah.
from Congress go here to craft bills and legislation for the American people.
That I will bear true faith.
That I will bear true faith
And allegiance to the same.
and allegiance to the same.
that I take this obligation freely,
that I take this obligation freely,
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
on which I am about to enter.
on which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. Vice President.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute
that I will faithfully execute
the office of President of the United States
the office of President of the United States
and will, to the best of my ability,
and will, to the best of my ability,
preserve, protect, and defend
preserve, protect, and defend
the Constitution of the United States.
the Constitution of the United States.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
To take my freedom and indeed to take my life. Just a few months ago in a beautiful Pennsylvania field, an assassin's bullet ripped through my ear. But I felt then, and believe even more so now, that my life was saved for a reason. I was saved by God to make America great again.